Now we need to toss it over to Kaylee, who dared me to do this. Kaylee, it's time for our entertainment news. What you got?
Hey, just to let you know, I think that mustache looks amazing on you.
Thank you.
I think it should be a daily thing. Anyways, turning to entertainment news, Tom Holland saves Spider-Man, Alex Trebek talks stepping down, and Lady Marmalade hits a milestone. Here's what's making headlines in your entertainment news.
Olivia Newton-John is battling cancer for the third time, but that didn't stop the beloved Australian star from partaking in her annual wellness walk. Joined by her husband John and daughter Chloe, the 71-year-old was all smiles as she completed the walk. More than 5,000 people participated in the annual event, raising more than $900,000. The Olivia Newton-John Wellness Walk and Research Run aims to raise funds for people with cancer. Newton-John has stage 4 breast cancer and was diagnosed in 2017. She also battled cancer in 1992 and 2013. Alex Trebek's continuing battle with cancer may force him to end his run as the host of Jeopardy! The game show host, who's battling pancreatic cancer, spoke with CTV News, revealing the state of his chemotherapy treatments. He says the medication is causing sores in his mouth, making it harder to enunciate, while undergoing another round of chemotherapy after receiving his diagnosis in March. Alex Trebek has been a staple of the quiz show for the past 35 years. Despite controversy surrounding its release, Joker sets a new October box office record over the weekend. The film that focuses on the classic Batman villain earned an estimated $93.5 million in North American theaters. That number broke the record for opening weekend, previously held by the Spider-Man spinoff Venom, which made $80 million last year in its opening weekend. The film faced a lot of criticism leading up to its release due to its violent themes. Concern grew across the country, with many cities stepping up police patrols at theaters. The film, starring Joaquin Phoenix, also surpassed studio expectations, passing its $55 million production budget. Speaking of Spider-Man, he may not just be your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Tom Holland might have actually saved his own role in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Late-night talk show host Jimmy Kimmel interviewed Disney's CEO Bob Iger on Friday. Iger said that Tom Holland actually called him personally and asked him to save this character in the franchise. While Sony owns the rights to the character, Disney owns Marvel and the stories. Sony agreed to allow Spider-Man to appear in the MCU, but talks broke down in August. In September, the two sides webbed together a deal and Spider-Man was saved. For now, audiences can breathe a sigh of relief and look forward to another Tom Holland-led Spider-Man movie set to swing into theaters in 2021. No waiting for this one, the actual Moulin Rouge hits a milestone. The French cabaret celebrated its 130th anniversary in Paris with a spectacular show. Dozens of Moulin Rouge can-can dancers kicked up their heels outside the iconic Red Windmill to mark the occasion this weekend. Thousands of people came to watch the dancers and a fireworks and light show. Some 600,000 people flock to the theater every year to see Moulin Rouge, which sells out nearly every performance.
What I didn't know, but you probably told me before, is Moulin Rouge in French means red mill, which makes sense because that whole building is like a red mill.
It's the Red Windmill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yes. So it had a fire once. It's been rebuilt, but 130 years old.
I've actually had friends that I've worked with in cruise ships that have worked at the Moulin Rouge in Paris, and it's
nice.
Amazing. And I love the movie, of course, but
the movie 2008, so 11 years.
Oh, I love.
Oh, I thought it was like 2001. The movie.
I believe it was.
Nicole Kidman.
Oh, the Christina Aguilera one. Is that a different one?
What now? Are you thinking Burlesque?
Yes, that's what she's thinking of.
You're thinking of Burlesque.
Because that's what I was thinking of too, Kaylee. Yes. Yeah.
I believe Moulin Rouge was like 2001, maybe 2000, 2001.
Gotcha.
Burlesque, but easy to confuse. Easy to confuse.
That is a great movie too.
Yeah.
I will just tell you, I enjoyed that one a lot too.
Some fun stuff there.
Yeah. I performed in it was like a tent over a huge tennis court that people turned into a whole burlesque thing. Themed, oh my goodness, hanging chandeliers. It was gorgeous. Yeah, so we did a whole thing a few years back. That was fun too.
Can I ask you a quick question about Nick Jonas? No, we were talking earlier about him being is he a full-time coach on The Voice or is part-time coach or part-time mentor?
He will be a coach.
Oh,
next season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got confused. I knew you didn't. You said I don't have to bring it up, but I was confused because I'm like, I thought they already have the panel this year.
Yeah, this is for the next year. So Nick Jonas will be joining The Voice in those spinning chairs.
Is someone leaving?
He's replacing Gwen Stefani.
Oh.
Oh, would they?
Oh, really?
So maybe Blake and Gwen can't work together, or they got sick of working together. I don't know.
Well, she also
I would be
has
sick of
that
working here.
Vegas residency that maybe she's too busy.
Oh, yeah,
It could be.
I think, well, I want them to bring back Christina.
Yeah, that was
She
a good
hasn't been
season.
on for a
amazing.
while.
I like
Christina.
CeeLo Green, too.
Whatever
Oh,
happened
yeah.
to him?
I don't know. No
What?
one knows.
I have no idea.
Why is nobody missing Miley? I'm just saying. She's getting some shade here. I'm teasing. I'm not a Miley fan either, yeah.
I say
Yeah, I
bring
don't-
Christina
But-
back.
Yeah.
I liked her on
But
The
I think
Voice.
Miley was a good judge. I mean, I think that, you don't think so? I mean, I think she knew what she was talking about. I think she's a great singer, honestly.
Here's what I always say about these singing competition shows.
Yeah.
I would love for the celebrities who are judging, because that's called The Voice. That means you have, like Whitney Houston had The Voice.
Voice, yeah.
I would love these people to go up and blind audition for other celebrities to see if they'd even pass. Because, let's be honest, they have unique voices.
Yeah.
Some have unique.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say they have The Voice. Love Gwen Stefani, but if she did a blind audition
Yeah.
with the way she sounds,
right.
would she get any
Well,
turnaround?
no.
I'm
and
just saying.
And that's the truth. There are only a handful of people that have the voice, honestly. But then again, people are brought into the music business because of a certain song that they bring that their voice sounds perfect to, or uniqueness,
And, I mean, classic case.
or whoever their father was.
Classic
I'm sorry.
case, Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears. Christina Aguilera,
Oh,
they came
yeah.
out the same year.
Yeah.
Britney had a unique sound
Yeah.
and was hot, but Christina had the voice.
She had the voice, and I
So,
appreciate that.
Yeah, I would love to see
really
like
do.
John Legend, and then it's funny that Kelly Clarkson, who won American Idol Season 1, is now a judge on The Voice on
And
another
she
station.
is qualified.
Well, she's definitely
For
qualified.
sure, yeah.
But I think it's funny she jumped reality shows. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
the one that made her famous.
Yeah.
She's now on a different one.
Yeah. Oh, well. Whoever's going
Is
to
what it is.
pay her the most. All right. Thanks, Kaylee.
You're welcome.
Don't go anywhere. A lot more fun on Ozarks Fox AM when we come back.
I wish they'd get rid of John Legend. He to be so boring, but.
Yeah, he doesn't